I'm going to wait for some of y'all to get on here. Hopefully somebody gets on here, because let me clock this tea real quick. Oh man, this hair is tangled. Everyone's probably asleep. Hey y'all. I have to clock this tea real quick, because like I'm kind of getting tired of this, and yeah, because what I'm not gonna do is keep playing with I'm trying to be tactful with my words to an extent. Hold on one second. I'm trying to be tactful with my words to an extent, because I don't want to insult anyone, but at the same time, I thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm going to keep it 100% real. I am one of the main content creators that gets targeted on this app from both sides. Okay, let's be clear. Okay, I was not a GYPSY fan back when everybody thought she was good. Everybody thought that people should have given her a chance. I was saying she's a fraud. Okay, let's be clear. I was one of the first content creators on TikTok to go viral over calling her out for being a fraud. So anyone that sits here and says that I am a plant and I work for, you lack brain cells. Okay, you need to have your head checked. You need a mental evaluation. And it's insulting for you to even question my integrity like that. Then if I am a plant, show me receipts. All the plants have gotten up here and begged you guys for money. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and I give my kids the best of everything. And I don't ask nobody on this app for a motherfucking thing. I don't ask for gifts. I don't require gifts for you to come in my chat to talk to me. I don't ask for shit. And for people to come on here and tell me that I am a liar and I'm a manipulator, why would I be trash talk? And if you guys really use your head, all of the content creators that have came out to be scams, none of them have ever been looking for justice. They just run their mouth on this app. Let's be real. If you really want to be real, let's be real. Okay? I have been GYPSY's biggest demise. Let's be real. When I started talking about GYPSY on TikTok, I think I had 60,000 followers. I now have 70 something thousand followers. If that doesn't tell you I'm a threat, I don't know what will. If that doesn't tell you that I've been an issue for her, you literally have mental health issues. Because you can't comprehend. Like, put the pieces together. Cajun Navy Jen has had, what's her name, buy you something in her chat all the time. She claimed she was KRUSTY's cousin. She's been in her chat, okay? Remember, she was the one who was doing the Justice for Nick train, okay? What a lot of y'all don't know is that lady stole a lot of money from a lot of people from donations for Justice for Nick, for hotels and everything, and she canceled and didn't show up. It was a scam from the beginning. She took money from a lot of people. Okay? Let's be very clear. And you think that this billboard thing was with the right intent? Cajun Navy Jen was leading it, and you believe she did it for the right reasons? That whole billboard was centered around GYPSY, not justice for Nick, not justice for Dee Dee. It was centered against, okay, what we're going to do real quick, because what I'm not, like, I don't want to get banned from this app. Let's do something. Not anyone. Okay. Because what y'all don't know about me, I'm nice, but my mouth will be really disrespectful. Keep trying me. I am not the one or the two. Like, when I tell you I don't play, you might want to stop playing with me. I am not the one. I really try to act like I have sense on this app, but you don't want to play with me. Because one thing I don't tolerate is disrespect. Your mama's a monkey. Don't call me a monkey, you racist bigot. Like, you wish, you wish, you wish. But you're behind a keyboard with no picture, probably looking like a real one. Let's be for real. Okay, I'll add you free, Ken. Okay. Because I think my mod is asleep. Okay. So think about this. Jen takes up donations. Okay. Once she takes up these donations, she has this billboard. She knows somebody that's in New Orleans, a lady that I blocked a long time ago for another reason, but I digress. It's so crazy out here on these streets, but okay. A lady that I blocked a long time ago. And this lady was the one who did the whole Barney thing and all of that. Y'all think it was to embarrass GYPSY. They were filming the whole time, okay? GYPSY got engaged. They were filming. All of this was a setup. It was bait. KRUSTY had the fishing pole, and everybody took it. Everybody donated to the cause for KRUSTY to only make everybody look like fools and bullies. If people were really to use critical thinking skills, make it make sense. Because also, Cajun Navy Jen came out of left field. Another one, like Ivory Rails Grows, she just came in and started inserting herself like a tampon. You don't think that's odd? Really put one and two together. These people are out here playing, and the purpose is to discredit creators, make creators look like make creators, I'm sorry, I'm blocking some people. Make creators look like they are uncredible and make them look like they're bullies and not trying to get the truth out and making GYPSY into a victim. So the people that donated, they were just making people look silly and making the creators look sillier. That's all this was. It was a game and they were playing everybody. I knew that something was coming down the pipelines. I just didn't know what it was. And I'll tell you, I knew the red flags were there to me because, and I said this on a live last week, why all of a sudden is KRUSTY in everybody's damn live? When I kept seeing her show up in people's lives, I knew something was going on. I just didn't know exactly what it was. I knew something was going on. I just did not know what it was. And it just so happened, it's when she's there. Ken saying she's not going to be there. GYPSY's there. All of this is a setup, okay? Y'all are out here donating to causes, and this is why I don't take donations. This is why I specifically, when people ask me to post about stuff, to get donations, I have been so against asking donations, because unless I could 1000% say that, okay, so let me tell you guys something. Y'all are wasting your time on here if you're coming on here to insult me, because there's nothing that anyone on this internet could say to me to make me insecure. Nothing. Nothing. I am absolutely beautiful inside and out. You can't say anything to hurt me. First of all, I grew up with 3 brothers. We're Jamaican and Cuban. Okay? 3 brothers from New York. There's nothing on this internet that y'all could say to me that would hurt my feelings more than what my brothers would say to me when I was younger. My clapbacks are ruthless. I could have you standing over the Brooklyn Bridge really trying to question your whole life. Okay? Because my mouth is reckless. I grew up with 3 brothers. Don't play with me. So anything that you say to try to offend me on here, I don't care. I don't need validation from anybody on this app for me to feel beautiful. Okay? And that's why you're so bothered by me, because I'm not bothered by you. I sleep at night. Okay? You're the one sitting there super insecure. Bree, you're over there eating your life away, worried about me. Get a grip. Get a grip. You're so concerned about me, Gypsy and Bree. But guess what? I'm not concerned about you. I just tell the tea, and I don't care about the rest. Okay? You could take what you want, and you could leave the rest. Bree, if you would get a life and do something with it instead of collecting government assistance, because imagine that. You look like a fool right now. You had me fired from my job, and all I've done is rise above it. You were the wind underneath my motherfucking wings. Look at me now. I went away for my birthday. I'm going away for my daughter's birthday. I'm going to PR in another month, and these are trips sponsored. Okay, so try it. Everything you've tried to do to break me, you've lost. Okay? You talk about, oh, my old job, somebody told you that I was a bad person, I was a bully at my job. Why is it the fact that they're sponsored, I've actually done content for them? My job didn't want to let me go. It was the brand partners that had to make me. I had to leave because of the brand partners. That's why they had to let go of me. But the fact that the same brand is sending me products should tell you I'm a motherfucking flex all by myself. Okay? I did that. So everything you tried to take from me, you couldn't. Because what's for me is for me. Okay? So stop worrying about me and figure out a way to stop collecting government checks. Because that's going to run out real too soon anyway. Okay? So you might need to figure out how you're going to eat. And stop worrying about me, because I'm eating. And I'm living. And you can't say the same. And I am not the tissue in Gypsy's ass. Okay? So before you try to check me, check yourself. You try to say brokey because your husband got a little check from his little restaurant. Let's be real. You don't have to flex. You don't. And I don't have to get on this app and beg people the way you do. Okay? Stop trying me. I'm going to tell y'all that one more time. Stop trying me. When I come on this app and I say something, trust and believe I know, because I'm a Taurus. And one thing about a Taurus woman is we don't look stupid. So when we say something, we know what we're talking about. And don't y'all think it's ironic that all of a sudden the truck is losing business? The truck driver lost her job and now they're collecting donations. You don't think they're trying to play people again? You don't think they're trying to play people again? Like, why is that not clicking? Like, I don't understand why that's not clicking. Why does it seem so hard to comprehend? Where everything's sitting there right in your face. Like, it's literally sitting right there. Like everything is in your face. They are doing this in front of your face. Just the same way Ivory Rose Grows Wild was sitting there and playing in your face. Only to come up there with some fake ass crying and talk about, I spoke to my therapist. Y'all, I'm getting ready to cry. And my therapist told me to call Bree, and I didn't even know how she knew her name. Be for real. Be for real. And again, every one of these creators that come on here dry begging and setting up stuff, they have never been driving forces for getting justice. So all of a sudden, they're looking for justice. But then it's not centered around justice. It's just centered around targeting GYPSY. She has been playing y'all. Like, and I keep saying there's creators that are playing y'all. Like, and you guys really need to pay attention because y'all keep saying, well, why aren't you saying everything? There's a lot of things I can't say because when they dogpile on me and I have to deal with the comments and block people and deal with this, deal with that, I don't have time for that. I have kids and everything else. And luckily my son's away with his aunt for another 3 weeks. I have my daughter for another week and a half, and I'll have 2 weeks to myself. I'm not sitting there, like, I can't do all that. So when people tell me what I need to say, walk a day in my shoes and then tell me what to do. Until then, stay in your lane. Okay? Flat out. And if you look at it, they've been playing, like, it's been very clear. Every time you turn around, they're trying to infiltrate the GYPSY community. Why? Why do you think Ivory Rose Grows Wild kept saying, they won't support me, they won't support me, they won't support me, they won't defend me. This man tried to unalive me. They won't defend me, they won't defend me. She wanted to be in a circle, and she wanted to get in the middle of that circle and rip the group up from the inside out. That's all they wanted. They have done that with other creators. They keep trying to infiltrate. When people really start to understand, and in order for you to be a content creator on this app talking about stuff like this, you have to pay attention to these things, because otherwise you're going to be playing the Game of Thrones and you're going to be constantly losing. You have to pay attention to every detail. You know that there's always somebody trying to take you down for telling the truth. Think about it. For a year and a half, over a year and a half, they've been trying to take my page down, both on TikTok and both on YouTube. In fact, the reason why I have my backup page on TikTok is because there was a point that I thought I was close to losing my page. The irony about that is I gained over 70,000 followers within a time span of 10 days on my backup page. So they couldn't even accomplish what they were trying to do. And the real thing is they've been trying to get Ivory Rose Knows and I to not talk to each other. They've been trying to do that from ever since Ivory Rose Knows and I really started talking to each other. You know why? Because we're a force to be reckoned with by our damn selves, and together we are even stronger. You do, because you sitting on this live. Could you imagine telling somebody who cares, but you sitting on the live listening to them? Your intellectual level is very challenged. Like you. I couldn't imagine sitting on somebody's live talking about them, like making them so important that I had to come on here to talk about them, knowing that that person doesn't care about me. Ivory Rose, Nose, and I are a force to be reckoned with together. They are threatened by us. Same, Moody. Okay? That's why this whole thing has been happening. That's all that's happening. Why do they keep going for Ivory and then keep coming for me? Then they have other creators coming for us. Yeah, it's a setup. It's a setup. And I keep saying, if you pay attention to people's patterns and behaviors, even without you knowing, you know. I pay attention, and I've been like that since I was a child. If you literally pay attention to behaviors and patterns and what people say, it tells you everything you need to know. It does. It does. You just pay attention to everything. The second KRUSTY started going on everybody's live, running her mouth, saying that, you know, Dee Dee did take care of GYPSY, when KRUSTY has said that if Dee Dee wasn't such a bee, she'd still be here. Okay? She has said that. So she comes on here and tries to act like she's holier than thou and God is love and oh my God. But have you seen that lady walk into a church? You talk about God this, God that, but you a demon when you're not saying God. It really shows you, and this is why I've always been very conflicted with Christianity, and not Christianity itself. It's the fact that they don't practice what they preach. I don't think everybody is going to be perfect, but you should practice what you preach. The fact that just being a good person, being a decent person is a struggle for you, but you're constantly preaching God is insanity to me. And it's mockery. Yes, the organization of Christianity. And when I was saying, I did a video about this a couple of weeks ago, but I said that when I compare my friends that are Muslim to, and I grew up in a private Christian school for most of my life. Like I grew up in the church. Like I'm not someone that doesn't know, right? And through being in the beauty industry, especially in Texas, a lot of the women in the beauty industry are Muslim. And well, a good percentage, not most or whatever. And they are the people that I have seen genuinely just be good people and hold themselves accountable. And when I keep seeing all these people like preaching God, this, that, and the third, and then what they do is not love at all, or is not kind at all, like it really makes you pause. And she is one person that I have constantly hell, the time she got in my comment, she was talking about I don't even remember what she said, but she put a scripture verse in my comment. The most diabolical thing ever. The fact that you eat off of a dead woman's back doesn't make you a Christian, it makes you a fraud. And I said what I said, take that how you want and do what you please. Okay? Because if you had a problem with the woman, why would you eat off her back? You think God told you to do that, love bug? Let's be so for real. It's starting like yours, Evan, and like your mama's. Just think about it. All of it's blood money. These people are all scam artists, con artists, and shady. My hair is wet, so I clearly just came out the bath. Look, my body's still wet. You tried it. But you should get your butt in the shower. And yeah, the stain in your undies, go wash them too. Tell your mama to wash them because I know that you live in her basement. Okay? You dusty? Hey. But y'all just need to know, like, it's just, they're playing people for a storyline. Thank you. Y'all, I love pillows. I always have a bunch of pillows. Yeah, it's, like I said, I knew something was going on when I saw KRUSTY get on all these lives. It was giving something wasn't going on. It wasn't right. And also with Ivory Rose Grows Wild, if you really, really think about it, she kept my name in her mouth. She kept coming for me. I wasn't even talking about her. She wasn't even relevant to me. But she always had something to say. She was trying to antagonize me. Why do you think I was the one who blocked Bree and all them people? They never blocked me. Bree had said stuff, and even that day she did that live and said that she was like, I just hate Nina so much, and hopefully one day I don't hate her. And she doxed my mom. She did all sorts of things thinking that I would reach out to her. I would eat my mattress before I ever talked to any of them. A whole mattress. Okay? Never will you ever catch me playing with the op. I don't do that. I can't even fake it long enough. I'm not playing with the ops. I will literally drag my bare ass on shards of glass before I will ever talk to them. This whole year, they thought that I would reach out. No matter what they've done, I haven't. But what I have done is filed multiple police reports to make sure everything is on record. Because what I do is I play chess. You over there playing checkers with goldfishies. Baby, you cannot outsmart me. Let's be clear. You could try it all day long, but I am 10 steps ahead of you. And one thing about me is I don't get on this app every day and go live, but I pay attention to everything. Because when I come with receipts. I'm not coming to just run my mouth. So if you think that I come on here, make a video, and I don't know what I'm talking about, you have me sadly mistaken, because one thing I don't do is run my mouth and not know. I pride myself on cross-checking things. Period. That's just like I cross-check and reference everything. And there's things that I haven't said because I haven't had receipts yet. But once I have receipts, I say stuff. Mary, that's the thing. They really want to buy people on this app and buy creators so they can make the bag. That's that's all that they're doing, because creators talking about them is hindering their bag. It's just that simple. They could offer me $1 million. I'm still gonna expose you, Buki. I still will expose you. You and your step monster. Because she's just as bad as you. In fact, I actually think Christy's worse than her. And you know that's rich coming from me, because a couple of months ago I was arguing with Ivory Rose. Remember that time on the live where I said I really don't think Christy knows all of this. I think that it's just now coming out, and maybe she's learning with us and she's trying to navigate through this. Nope. She knows. She knows. hmm And she is just as bad as Gypsy. So change your underwear, Taz. That'll fix the problem, I'm sure. Rod may not know. I think Rod tries to stay away from home as much as he can, and he don't give a damn if that place burns down or not. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't think he wants to deal with any of this. And in fact, I don't even really answer my DMs on TikTok and stuff, just because I notice that people will intentionally try to get close to me, and then I've just seen the game. I've seen the game. I've seen too many people flip scripts, think I don't know what's going on. I pay attention to everything. And I have an intuition that is so thorough that I will peep it. Like, my intuition is insane. Just even a simple fact that when Ivory Rose Grows Wild came on the scene, I knew something wasn't right. I just didn't know what it was. I was like, something ain't right about this girl. I don't know what it is, but something seems a little odd. And not her herself. Well, yeah, her herself. But the fact that you could sit and talk for 10 minutes on a video and not say a damn thing should tell you everything you need to know. You just listening to a babbler, okay? Because it's never how much someone talks, it's how rich what they say is. And what she says is literally empty and unhinged. And I'm gonna be honest, I knew people were going to believe her over me. I knew that. I knew that. And that's why when I do say things, Amy, but you listening to me babble, ain't that interesting? So what does that make you? Because I don't listen to people or things that I don't think is relevant or important. And that's funny because Amy is a subscriber. Make it make sense. You subscribe to somebody that you say is a babbler. Make it make sense. Um, I just y'all gotta pay attention to everything. Like it's crazy out here. It's crazy. People are out here really playing so many games. And I'm telling you, Christy is the puppet master behind it. trying to save the day, thinking she could get the internet to turn and like Gypsy. Miss Ma'ams, I'm going to tell you this right now. Hear me now and hear me clear. You are cleaning the ocean with a mop. Okay? We know exactly who Gypsy is. The internet's never going to change, but you're going to have to keep getting mops. We are fully aware of who Gypsy is. She's a con artist. She's a liar. She's a manipulator. She's a predator. And you endorse those things. So what does that make you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What does that make you? Like, it's really, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, this, it will, and that's why it's really important for people to really to tell the truth and not get caught up in the hype of everything. Because anytime somebody's doing something, you have to ask yourself, what are they trying to accomplish? Okay? Because I'll be honest with you, when I first saw that Cajun Navy Jen was collecting and I saw them pass out the flyers, at first I was like, oh, haha, it was funny, you know, the flyers. But then I was speaking to Ivory Rose Nose, and she was like, the thing about the flyers that don't sit right with me is as much as I don't like Gypsy, putting up a murderers on the loose or stuff like that down in an area where people are heavily drinking, she was like, it entices violence. And you don't know what could happen to Gypsy. And then it'll all fall on our shoulders. Even if it won't legally, it'll fall on our shoulders. And when she said that, I thought to myself, yeah, that does really entice violence. I didn't really think about that. A bunch of drunk people down there. Yeah, I could see that. She's right. She's right. Yeah, I could see that. So when you think about all of that type of stuff, it was very intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a setup from the beginning. And when I saw she was collecting donations that day, how many people are able to drop what they doing that day, go for hours, and make sure you're there by a truck the day of? You got to make that. Hey, Elf! I didn't realize you were in here. I'm sorry. I mean, everyone likes to see Gypsy bothered and up in a tizzy. But I think considering the whole quest is for justice, we can't get that if we're wrapped up in getting a reaction out of her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's temporary. You get that reaction and then what you're trying to figure out what to do next to get another reaction. It's not about her. Everything's centered around her. That's the issue, is everything's been about her. It's not, it's not, that's not worth it. It's not. And especially just literally we played into their hands. Like, and when I say we, I'm not saying me directly. I'm just saying collectively as a group, we played into their hands. And that's an issue because we cannot continue to give them ammo to try to say she's a victim. That's all she wants. If you give Gypsy this much of a piece of cake, she's going to say you made her a birthday cake, a full-on birthday cake. Okay? If you buy her a toy Cadillac, she's going to say her man got her a Cadillac. That's who we dealing with. When you see stuff like this, you have to ask yourself, what is the objective? Because that's the first thing I thought, and I'll be honest with you, I thought the truck was funny. I did. I thought it was funny. But at the end of the day, let me see. I want to make sure I'm blocking the right person. Oh, this is the same person that keeps saying silliness. You just really got to pay attention because these people are really out here being ruthless. No, for real, anarchy. I think I can add Ivory Rose Nose, but I think she's asleep. Oh, I don't think I could add her to the chat. It won't let me do it because this is not on, well, no, maybe. Let me see. I'll have to edit it, but I don't know where I could go to edit. I wish I would have added it from the beginning. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Ivory, are you able to come up? Because if you are, I'll just come off and come back on so I can add you. I don't want to come off and... Okay, I'm going to come right back, y'all.